Okay, this video is going to go over how you can replace the batteries in an APC, either 1300 VA or 1500 VA. Looks like this, kind of like a tower model. I did want to put out a quick disclaimer here that you're going to be working with polarity and stuff, so uh, just be careful, and it's not hard, but you just have to be careful. Um, anyway, so what we're going to do here, rather than use the original APC battery replacement, which is about double the price of what we're going to be doing here, you're going to actually take the assembly from the original and kind of do your own, roll your own, so to speak, kind of a DIY thing. So there you go. Okay, here I'm just showing you the bottom of the unit where the battery access door is. There's a couple little tabs there that you just kind of push down and slide back to access the battery. Unfortunately, I had already taken the battery apart, but I've gone ahead here and going to show you kind of what that battery looks like, just so you can see in its original form. Okay, so basically, once you've taken that battery assembly apart, there's a couple of labels that hold the batteries together. Those get taken apart, of course, and then the key item there is the plastic piece that you can see that has some wiring around it. That is the bracket that connects the two batteries together, since this UPS uses two batteries. So we're going to, on this next part here, I'm going to show you how to take the custom batteries and put that. Okay, just showing you here. I got these two batteries on Amazon for about $36. They actually come in a pair. The original APC replacement unit, which would be easier, but the price of that is at least probably double. Um, so again, it's good motivation to do this yourself. Okay, so to get started, basically there's some tabs on the battery. You pull those off. I'm speeding this up to not to bore you to death. Um, Unfortunately, the thing I did that I didn't realize till after the fact is you're going to see in a minute here that you're not going to be able to see me making the connections, but it's pretty obvious how that's working there with the plastic piece that connects the two together. The couple of things here just to keep in mind. You obviously want to make sure that you're doing the polarity correctly. You'll notice on the battery that there's a black and a red. The cables that are on the bracket are also uh, black and red. One of them is actually black, but right where it connects, it's got a red marker on it to indicate, I think it's one that you can see right now, that that's actually a positive. So you can see here I'm lining up the other battery, getting the wiring where it needs to get to. Okay, so at this point, we've got the connections made, and now you need to work with that bracket so that it kind of seats properly between the two batteries. You kind of work it a little bit. Alignment is pretty important. You want to make sure the batteries are lined up. It's actually not that critical as well, and you'll see in a little bit. There can be a little bit of play, but basically you want to get them, connected and aligned as best as possible. Once you've kind of done that, then the next step is to basically take some tape and start taping them together so that they stay secured together. It's just a pretty straightforward process. I'm just using some packing tape. I didn't want to use the original. Sometimes you can peel off the labels that came off the original and try to use those, but I haven't had a lot of experience with that. They tend to fall apart with the adhesive. So basically, just kind of working it here, keeping it connected and, applying the tape. Okay, so this is what the finished product looks like. You can see I took from the old label, I took the tabs, I cut them with scissors and put them on there just so you have a way of lowering, pulling it back out when you need to. You'll notice there's two sides to the unit here. This side, there's no metal connection at all. So if you put it in that direction down, it wouldn't work. So on the other side, you can see here that there's where the metal contacts are, and that's why the tabs are on the opposite side when you're going to be pulling it down inside the unit. Okay, now I'm in the process of putting it inside. You'll notice there's some tracks inside the unit here when you try to put it in, and you can see I'm not putting it in properly there because it's not aligning. So I just turned it back around, and now you can see it. It should go in very smoothly, and then just seat it down there at the bottom to close it up. And that's basically it at that point. Okay, I just, to wrap things up, I plugged the battery back up in, and you can see the battery there. Actually, those batteries look charged. So again, not difficult, just a little bit interesting with the bracket and getting the alignment correct.